Have you ever felt overwhelmed by your thoughts? Like your mind is racing nonstop, filled with doubts, fears, overthinking, and that constant inner chatter that just won't shut off? Do you find yourself regretting the past, maybe wishing you had made different choices, or worrying about the future, wondering what's going to happen, stressing over what's out of your control? You're not alone. Most of us live this way, constantly pulled between what was and what might be, but very few of us truly live in what is. But what if I told you, your peace isn't lost in the past. Your happiness isn't hiding in the future. Your true power is in this very moment. Yes, right now, right here, where you're sitting, breathing, listening. This is where life is happening. And that's exactly what Eckhart Tolle reveals in his life-changing book, The Power of Now. This isn't just another self-help guide. It's a spiritual awakening. A reminder that you are not your thoughts. You are the one watching your thoughts. And at the moment you stop chasing time and instead surrender to the now, you begin to experience a peace that nothing outside of you can offer. So in this video, we're going deep. We'll break down the core ideas of this powerful book. We'll explore how to silence the mental noise, how to stop living on autopilot, and how to reconnect with the most important thing you've been missing, the present moment. Part 1. The core message. Pause for a second. Take a deep breath. Now ask yourself, where are you? Not physically, but mentally. Are you here in this moment? Or are you replaying a memory, worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet? In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle delivers a message so simple, yet so transformative. It can change the way you experience life. Live in the now. Because the present moment is all you will ever truly have. Think about it. The past? It's just a memory. The future? It's just imagination. Both exist only in your mind. But the now, this breath, this feeling, this second, is real. And when you become fully present, even for a moment, something incredible happens. Your thoughts slow down. Your anxiety softens. And in that stillness, you discover a power you never knew was within you. Eckhart Tolle says, realize deeply that the present moment is all you have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. Yet we spend most of our lives running on autopilot, lost in our heads, thinking about that argument from last week or stressing about tomorrow's to-do list. We're constantly chasing the next thing, the next goal, the next distraction, the next hit of validation. But all that chasing is what keeps us stuck. Here's the truth. Pain doesn't live in the present moment. Pain lives in resistance, the mental battle we create when we wish things were different. It's not the event that causes us suffering. It's our thoughts about the event. It's the stories we tell ourselves. I shouldn't have said that. What if I fail? Why did that happen to me? But when you stop, breathe, and surrender to this moment, exactly as it is, you realize nothing's wrong right now. You're breathing. You're alive. You're okay. And that is a beginning of peace. So the next time your mind pulls you into the past or rushes you into the future, gently bring yourself back to this breath, to this moment. Because here in the now is where life actually happens. Let this be your reminder. Don't just exist. Be present. Don't just live in time. Live in the now. Part 2. You are not your mind. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a thought that said, I'm not good enough? What if I fail? They probably don't like me. And before you knew it, that one thought pulled you down a spiral of anxiety, sadness, or self-doubt. We've all been there. But here's the truth that can completely shift your reality. You are not your mind. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who is watching those thoughts. Eckhart Tolle says, the beginning of freedom is the realization that you are not the thinker. Let that sink in. Imagine this. You're standing at the side of a road, and cars are speeding by. Each car represents a thought, some good, some bad, some neutral. But you are not the cars. You are the observer, standing safely on the side, watching them pass. Most of us, though, don't just watch. We jump in every car, every thought, and let it drive us to fear, stress, and overthinking. We get lost in the mental traffic. But when you become the observer, you take back your power. Now try this. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what will my next thought be? Candle, wait. Do you feel that pause? That stillness? That moment of quiet? That's you, the real you, the awareness behind the mind. That still space is where peace lives. It's where your true self exists, untouched by fear, judgment, or ego. You don't have to believe every thought that pops into your head. You don't have to get caught up in every story your mind creates. When you observe your mind, you are no longer trapped in it. You step out of the mental noise and into a state of presence. And in that presence, something magical happens. Negative thoughts lose their power. Anxieties begin to fade. You return to a place of calm, a deeper intelligence that doesn't come from thinking, but from being. This awareness is always there, like the sky behind the clouds. Your thoughts are the clouds, sometimes dark, sometimes light, but you are the sky, vast, clear, still. The moment you realize you are the sky, not the storm, is the moment you awaken. Part 3. The Ego and Time. Let me ask you something personal. How often do you catch yourself thinking, when I finally get that job, when I move abroad, when I earn enough, when they finally see my worth, then I'll be happy? Sound familiar? That voice inside you, that constant chase. That's not the real you. That's the ego. A false self, built from memories of the past and dreams of the future. The ego says, I am what I have. I am what others think of me. I am my success, my followers, my looks, my achievements. But here's the painful truth. No matter how much the ego achieves, it's never satisfied. You'll reach the goal, and then it'll chase the next, and the next, and the next. Eckhart Tolle reveals something powerful. The ego cannot live in the present. It needs time, the past for identity, and the future for fulfillment. And this addiction to time, this constant mental travel between what was and what might be, that's what causes so much of our suffering. Unease, anxiety, tension, stress, worry, all forms of fear, are caused by too much future and not enough presence. Let that sink in. It's not your life situation that creates anxiety. It's the thoughts about your life situation. It's the mind saying, this isn't enough. I'm not enough. Not yet. But pause with me for a second. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel your chest rise and fall. Now ask yourself honestly, in this very moment, right now, am I okay? Most of the time, the answer is yes. In this moment, you are alive. You are breathing. And that's enough. The ego might scream for more, but your soul is already at peace. Break the illusion. Step out of the ego and enter the only place where true peace exists. The now. Part 4. How to live in the now. So, now you're probably wondering, okay, this sounds powerful, but how do I actually live in the now? How do we bring this deep idea into our daily life, into our stress, our relationships, our overthinking minds? Let me break it down. 1. Observe your thoughts. First, just observe. Your thoughts are not the enemy, but the moment you watch them without reacting, something magical happens. You create space. You realize, wait, I'm the one watching these thoughts. I am not these thoughts. That realization is freedom. Tolle calls it disidentifying from the mind, and it's the beginning of inner peace. You don't have to stop the thoughts. You don't have to fight them. Just watch like you're watching traffic from a sidewalk. Let them pass. 2. Focus on your breath. Your breath is always in the now, not in the past, not in the future. It's your anchor to the present moment. Try this right now. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel that? That's presence. When your mind is loud, come back to your breath. It's always here to bring you home. 3. Feel your inner body. Close your eyes and feel your hands. Can you sense the energy in them? Now try your chest, your legs, that aliveness inside you. That's the inner body. Eckhart Tolle says, being in touch with your inner body draws your attention away from thinking and into being. It sounds simple, but this practice connects you deeply to now, to life, to peace. 4. Accept what is. This one might be the hardest. but also the most powerful, acceptance. Tolle says, whatever you accept completely will take you to peace, even the acceptance that you cannot accept. Sometimes life hurts. We lose people. We face stress, pain, heartbreak. But when we fight reality, we suffer twice. You don't have to like it, but when you stop resisting what already is, you make space for healing. That's not weakness. That's true power. This is not about escaping emotions. It's about being with them, gently, openly, without judgment. Every moment, good or bad, becomes a teacher. When you live in the now, you don't just exist. You awaken. So try it today. Take a breath. Feel your hands. Watch your thoughts. Accept what is. And remember, this moment right here is where life begins. Part 5, the power of presence. Imagine this. You're not rushing. You're not stuck in your head, reliving old memories or stressing about what's next. You're just here, fully alive in the moment, breathing, aware, grateful. This is the power of presence. Eckhart Tolle says that when you start living in the now, life begins to change, not because the outside world is different, but because you are. Life becomes lighter, more meaningful, more real. You begin to notice the beauty in the little things, the way sunlight touches your skin, the sound of leaves rustling in the breeze, the warmth in someone's smile. In presence, everything slows down, and in that stillness, you stop reacting from fear or ego and start responding from a place of peace and clarity. You're no longer a prisoner of the mind, lost in loops of guilt or anxiety. You're free, free to feel, free to live, free to be. Tolle says, to be identified with your mind is to be trapped in time, the compulsion to live almost exclusively through memory and anticipation. This creates a false self, the ego, which closes you off from being. But when you let go of the mental noise, when you silence the constant inner chatter, you reconnect with your true self. And in that presence, something magical happens. You feel connected to your inner peace, to the people around you, to the universe itself. You realize you were never alone. You were just lost in thought. Now you're back in the now, back in the only place where life truly happens. If this message touched you, pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, am I fully here right now? Because that's where life is. Not in the past, not in the future, but in the now. Subscribe for more powerful book summaries and spiritual wisdom. Comment below. What's one thing you'll do today to stay more present? Thanks for watching. Stay aware, stay awake, and stay in the now.